For those who don't know, I'm in a city where everyone is a fan of Brookhaven. Everyone here loves Brookhaven. But I want to do a very important experiment. I'm going to tell everyone that Brookhaven is ending tomorrow, and that the game will be deleted, because I want to see their reaction once they realize the game is going to be deleted. So for that, I called a friend who's going to help me do this. He said, "Why do you need an actor?" For those who don't know, my friend is going to be an actor, because I'm going to pretend I'm an admin, and I'm a very important person in Brookhaven, but actually I'm not an admin. I'm going to pretend I'm using secret commands, and my friend is going to pretend the secret commands work. I said, I'm going to type secret commands, and you pretend they work. It's really simple. I really hope he understood. And he understood, which is good. Now I'm going to drive my car. He got in here. I'm arriving up front, because I want to see the player's reaction when they see this happen. But there's a player up here. He's watching everything. He said, I know the truth. I don't know what he's talking about, but he's recording me. That's really weird. But now I'm arriving at this lot, and I'm going to change my Roblox avatar. Here on the right, I'm going to search this word, and I'm going to use some very specific items. I look like this. On the right, I'm going to type this name, and I'm going to click the crown down here. And now my name looks like this. It really looks like I'm an admin, because my name is colored. I'm sure this will fool the players. And my friend left. He said, "Why is that guy recording you?" I think he knows we're going to lie. He probably knows I'm not an admin, guys. I have to go to the player's house and lie to them that Brookhaven is ending. But this player won't stop spying on me. I don't know if he knows the truth or if he's just messing with me. But now, I'm going to record him too. Since he's recording me, I can also record him. And apparently he left. He finally left, which is really good. But my friend is staring at me. He said, let's avoid talking to him. Okay, let's avoid that, because I don't know if that player is a good guy or if he wants to tell people that I'm not an admin. But I'm arriving at this player's house to tell her that I'm basically an admin. She showed up right here, and she just said, "Hi, guys, I have to prove to the player that I'm a real admin. So guys, my friend is right here. I'm going to type this command in the chat. Now my friend can't move anymore. He's completely frozen. He can't move anymore. I want to prove to the player that I'm an admin." She showed up right here. She said, "Let him move. He didn't do anything wrong." I don't know if I should let my friend move again, but I'm going to type this command in the chat. And now my friend can move. Finally, he's back to normal. He's acting really well. But I want to see what she thinks about this. She said, "What do you want?" Guys, I'm going to tell her now that Brookhaven is ending. I said, Brookhaven is ending because of copyright. I'm lying because I want to see the player's reaction. She said, "But why?" I'm going to have to make up a lie, but I don't know what lie I should say, because it doesn't make sense for Brookhaven to suddenly end. I said, there's a city called Brookhaven, and it wants the game to be deleted. And believe it or not, there really is a city with that name. But now she got really scared. She's believing it, which is really good. She said, "Why would the real life city do that?" Look, the truth is that all of this is a lie, but the player is believing it. And now the lie is going to spread across the city. I said, I need you to tell everyone the truth. This is really important. Apparently, she agreed and is just going up there to tell the other players what's going on. This is the first player she's going to tell the truth to. He's staring here. Guys, my plan is starting to work. My friend said, "Hey, look over there. That guy came back." I'm looking back here, and that player came back again. And again, he's recording me. He's really weird, because he has no reason to be doing this. But he's just recording me because he knows I'm not an admin. And now he just left. He's really weird, but now he's heading into that room. I saw my picture right here. I have to go to his house to figure out the truth of what's going on. Guys, we're heading back there. I want to know why that player has a bunch of pictures of me in his house. Now I'm arriving at the front, but apparently this player is scared because he found out the truth. Now I'm coming into this house. I want to see what he's doing. I don't know how I'm going to get in. He said, "Just jump." If it really were that simple, it would be very easy. But actually it's much harder, because the wall is huge, and for some reason he has secret codes. Back here we have this mountain. I can get in like this. This is going to be pretty easy. I landed right here, and now I'm going to jump inside. It actually worked, but my friend is coming back here. He showed up right here, and he came in through the door. For some reason the player didn't lock this house, and he left the door completely unlocked. My friend managed to get inside, but he's looking at everything in this house. Apparently, there are a lot of pictures of me. I don't know why he has so many pictures, but there are several photos in his house. Literally of my character. I don't know why this is happening, but now I'm going in here. This is really weird. My friend is looking around. He said, "Why did he do this?" Look, I don't know, but he probably knows the truth about what's happening. He knows this isn't the end of Brookhaven. Now I'm checking what's in his house. There's a lot of weird stuff here. There are secret codes. I'm going downstairs, and apparently something happened here. It was something really important. Now I'm going back here. We have this other room, but apparently he's right here. I don't know what he's doing here, but he's also recording me. He said, "This is not the end of Brookhaven. I'm going to expose the truth to all the citizens. If what he said is true, that means I have a problem." And now I got banned. He banned me from his house for no reason. My friend is trying to get out of there, but he can't. But he just jumped here. I don't know how he did that, but it was the biggest jump ever. Guys, this player got here, and he also did the biggest jump ever. I don't know how he did it, but he's staring at my friend. He said, "Goodbye," and my friend got banned. He really got banned from here. He said, "Hey, did you see See? I figured out how to do super jumps. So he really discovered it. And guys, I'm going to use that to my advantage to tell the players that I'm an admin. Now I'm going to carry my friend, and here on the right I'm going to choose the same house as that player, which is exactly this one. And my friend has to go in it, because I want to do the same bug he did. He got here and simply jumped really high. Guys, I can't do that. It's almost impossible. He said, choose the same house as him. I'm coming back here. I'm going to have to get this house and try to do the same jump. I got right here, but it's not working. It only works in his house. It's impossible to do it in my house. So I'm going to make a deal with the player so he lets me use his house. But I don't know if he's going to allow that. He said, you're not an admin. Get out of here now. Guys, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell everyone that I'm not an admin if he lets me use his house. I said, let me use your house, and I'll tell them I'm not an admin, but later, and I'm really going to do that. He said, do you promise to tell them that you're not really an admin? Yes, I'll do that, just later. And guys, he was happy. Now he unbanned me, which is good, and he went back inside. But guys, there's something in his house that makes it possible to do a super jump. I have to get right here and keep jumping. I don't know how this happens. My friend also showed up here, and this only happens in his house. He said, they're going to believe that you're really an admin. That's true. They're all going to believe it. But later I have to tell them that it's a lie. But now they're looking here, and they found out where I am. They realized I'm right here, and they're running here. This is really weird. They believe I'm an administrator. Here on the right, I'm going to grab this item, and then I'm going to get these bleachers, and I'm going to place them here, because I want them to sit here and watch the things I'm going to do. They're all here. She said, why is Brookhaven going to end? Look, I'll tell you later. But right now I have something very important to say. Perfect. The gate is closing. Now I'm going to be able to do the super jump. But there's a player running here. Apparently he's coming my way. I don't know why he's coming so fast. He just got here. Really, I don't know what he's doing. He said, you're a liar. You're not even an admin. He's starting to doubt that I'm an admin. He's doubting my abilities. But now I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to do a super jump like this. I'm trying to do it, but it's hard. This time it's not working, but in my house it's working. Now they're all coming over here, and I have to show them this happening. I'm going to do the biggest jump ever, and now it's not working. They're watching here. They're losing hope. She said, you're not an admin. Look, actually I am, but for some reason it's not working in my house anymore. But my friend is right here, and unfortunately I'm going to have to ban him from the game. We're going to pretend that he's going to be banned because the players have to believe that I'm an admin. I'm going to write this command in the chat, and unfortunately my friend is going to be banned. He disappeared, and his house also vanished. So I proved that I'm an administrator, and now they're all scared. He said, you're really an admin. Oh my god. Yes, I'm an administrator. But she's staring at me. She said, today is the last day of Brookhaven. Yes, it really is the last day. But my friend showed up over there. He's in that spot, and apparently he came back. But he has to hide, or the players will realize he's here. So now he went back there so no one would notice. But guys, there was a player who found out what happened. He's going after my friend. He knows my friend wasn't banned and that he's right here eating candy. But the player is coming here. This is terrible. Now he knows the truth. My friend is looking back here. He found out that I'm not an administrator. He grabbed a camera and is taking pictures. This is really bad because he's coming here to show the pictures to the players. Guys, this is really bad. And my friend is still eating candy over there. Now I'm taking them for a ride because I don't want the player to show the others the truth about what's happening. He's arriving right here. But I'm getting out of here, and the bus is almost tipping over. It's about to flip, but I'm taking them to the tourist spots, like this place here. I said, enjoy the last day of Brookhaven. Guys, they all got off right here. They're coming to see everything in this location. But now I'm going to become a real admin, because I have the Brookhaven map. I can change things, and I can also write this secret command to basically fly like this. This is really interesting. I'm going to invite them to follow me on Roblox. But guys, that player came back here. This is terrible. He's coming our way. Unfortunately, we're going to have to continue the trip on this bus. I said, come here. The trip will go on. Seriously, they have to come. Now they're getting in here. Really, everyone got here. And the last player came in too. So now I'm going to leave before that player catches up with us. He's following us non-stop. He really wants to tell the players the truth. Now I'm running back here, and the bus flipped over. But now I'm running away from here. I'm getting up front, and I'm going to climb up here. I'm coming right here. But that player climbed up too. And apparently he's staring at me, except he's angry. He said, tell them the truth. You promised you would tell the truth. So I'm going to tell the truth. But first I want to test one last time if I'm finally going to be able to do the super jump, because apparently he got up here just by doing the super jump. Guys, I'm going into my house, and I'm going to try this again. So I got here and it worked. For some reason, I can do the super jump, and now I'm going to try one more time. Perfect! I did it! I don't know why this happens, but I can even climb on this house like I'm an admin. I said, guys, I'm not an admin. It was a lie. I'm telling the truth just like he asked, because that was our deal. But they're staring at me. They just found out that I'm not an administrator. He said, you literally did the biggest jump ever. You are an admin. Look, actually no. Now I have a new problem, because the players don't believe me. They think I'm an admin, but I promised that player I would tell the truth. And now they don't believe me. That player said he's not an administrator. And that's true. Guys, they all got mad and grabbed this axe. That's not very good. Now he left, but the players are going after him. All the players are chasing him because they believe that player is lying. That was really weird. But I'm going to enter my game. But before that, I'm going to have to remove this. And now I place this because it's going to be very important. And all the people who join will have to go through the challenge to get access to my game, where I'm the admin. I'm getting through everything. I don't know how I'm passing it all. And I made a mistake. And it was really weird to have passed everything. I can type this command in the chat and I'll fly like this. But now that I'm an admin, there's something important I want to do. Back here we literally have a giant rocket, but there's not just one rocket. There's another one that's glitched because this rocket is lying down. And we have 4 rockets here, which is really weird. And now a player just joined. But what he doesn't know is that I'm the admin of the game. So if I type this command in the chat, he will basically fly. He disappeared in Roblox and was never seen again. But now I'm arriving at this rocket. They're all here. But now they're going to fly. All of them are going to fly at any moment. This is really weird. Now the rocket is flying and the players are just on it. And now they disappeared. But there's a problem. The rocket is going to crash. There are rocket parts falling and they're going to fall on me. That was really weird. A lot of pieces are falling here. But I want to do an even better test. I'm arriving at this other rocket, which is the weirdest of all because it's lying down. Now I'm inside. But this rocket doesn't work because I have to press this button. But the players are here. And what they don't know is that the rocket is going to launch now. And finally, it was activated here. But for some reason it's going up. I didn't expect that to happen. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the become a member button and I'll add you on Roblox.